Good day to all my friends. A good welcome to our talk again. Greetings. I hope that you are all keeping safe and well and you experience the joy of the Lord. Once again, also I'd like to thank all my followers and friends. Appreciation for you following and listening, and even the comments that I receive from some of you. You remember the last time I spoke about something more secular, that is the election process. I spoke about, for instance, our South African IEC election process and how I used to be a presiding officer in the polling stations, and my admiration for what we do here in this country as compared to, for instance, we've been looking at the USA's election process, and frankly it sounds very doubtful. The checks and balances that we experience in our voting process seems to be lacking and absent in many of the states of the United States. There's now a lot of accusations of fraud and voter discrepancies, and there are court cases pending. But be that as it may, today I'd like to go over to a topic that I've broached before, and that is that, what if there is such a thing as a world government? What if there is, it's true, conspiracy theories about globalist groups manipulating the world into a certain direction? And so the New World Order is a term that we've been hearing quite a bit about since a few decades ago. And what's relevant today is what the term that talk about the Great Reset. And individuals like Bill Gates, and there's a lot of talk behind the scenes about what they intend to do. And we also looking at the cashless society, one of the things that they're working towards, and you hear a lot about cryptocurrencies these days. So the whole idea is of if there is a global groups, is to control people, and they control people by using mass media, even social media, with the manner in which they manipulate information from behind the scenes. They're using COVID-19 and the lockdown as a means of controlling people. This is what the conspiracy theories are saying. And this virus protection measures that are being put into place is a means of it's all sounding for the good. But what if there's a possibility that it's been used by the wrong people for the wrong purposes? And now the vaccines are out. And like I told you on a previous occasion about we're going to have two camps of people, the pro-vaccine people and the anti-vaccine people. Now, I'm not going to go into the merits of the vaccines. Safe to say, for instance, that Britain, the UK, has started its vaccine delivery program today. Several millions are going to be receiving the vaccine. But my focus will be to talk about how this whole situation is conditioning us. It's preparing us for something. Have you noticed, for instance, that in order to get access to a shop, a building, a facility, you must wear a mask, even in transport? You also, in order to get access to these facilities, you need to get your temperature taken. And then have you noticed also, when you're getting your temperature taken, it's taken from the forehead and the right arm. Now, if you remember, Revelation 13 verse 16, let me just read it for you. What a coincidence that this Bible is talking about this. Revelation 13 verse 16 says, He also forced everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on his right hand or on his forehead, so that no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now, the temperature has been taken from your forehead and your right arm, and there's a Bible talking about this mark taken, that it must be taken or worn or seen in those two parts of your body. Now, this actually tells us that there is something going on. We can become a bit suspicious. Remember, I was talking about deception the last talks. And remember that the devil does not come announcing who he is or what's his intentions. He rather comes with trickery. Another word for trickery, deception. Another word is lies. Remember, he came to Eve in the Garden of Eden disguised as a snake. And he asked deceptive questions. And then eventually tricked her into believing a lie. I won't go into that. If you want to read Genesis, you'll see the whole process of how that story unraveled again. But today, millions of people believe several lies that are offered and pushed by the powerful media. And you'll notice that I'm very much against one channel, CNN, which I believe is more of a propaganda agency than a news agency. So that is what the situation is leaving us with. And I'm going to leave you this time with the scripture so that you could reflect and meditate upon. Again, it's 2 Thessalonians 2, specifically from verse 10 to 12. Let me read it for you so that you know exactly what I'm referring to. Where it's talking about the coming of the Antichrist. It says here in verse 10, so I'll pick it up from 9. The coming of the lawless one, that's the Antichrist, will be in accordance with the work of Satan displayed in all kinds of counterfeit miracles, signs, and wonders. Verse 10, and in every sort of evil that deceives those who are perishing. They perish because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie, and so that all will be condemned who have not believed the truth but have delighted in wickedness. So remember at one stage I talked about what is the truth and how truth is become relative to people. My truth, your truth, his truth, her truth. But the issue here is, do we love the truth? Are we intellectually honest about the real facts? Are we interested to look for the real facts? So I'll leave you with that to meditate upon. And just remember, fear not, be of good cheer. Christ said, for I have overcome the world. So be safe, keep well, be blessed. Till next time.